damn, like my friends who smoke weed,
It looks like so much fun, right?
they just are mellow.
Yeah.
And I'm such an anxious person. All I want is to be mellow.
Yeah, you gotta
That
find the
I
right
was
strain.
like, what the fuck? And it
Yeah.
was just like always it made it worse and worse
Yeah.
and worse. Spin out.
I
we call it the spin. You spin out.
Yeah.
It's the worst feeling.
I've seen people do that before.
I call it
You just like this, like looking
paranoia.
down,
Uh-huh.
and you know, like when I'm looking down, even like just in the morning, the coffee, get me out of there.
Yeah, yeah.
Tap me, like smack me.
It's like a-
because I'm not in a good place.
It's like a weed K-hole. Oh,
I'm
man.
talking about even just sober, just life. Just if you see me looking down, hey, I'm not in a good place.
Yeah.
Bitch slap me, get me out of that. Any of my
man.
friends have permission to do that and get me out.
Like, psh, yo, what are you doing? We're like you're holding up the line at Gregory's.
Just thinking about something from like 2005. You're just like, fuck.
Just not.
Just a
there.
mad random
Just
mad
not
thought.
in the present in
Oh,
any
man.
capacity. A bomb could go off and I would not know.
So shout out to diversity
Yeah.
because the bomber is apparently Latino.
What's his name?
Caesar.
Caesar what?
Caesar, I don't know. It doesn't matter now. They call him the MAGA bomber. He was driving around in a white van covered with pictures of Trump and anti-Trump opponent memes.
Wow.
You know what? He got a lot of bombs off.
Wow.
That was a lot. Like,
But how come? What's the full, like? What's the lead on this? Like, what's the full headline on that? Does it say lone wolf, mental illness?
no, just like this guy was sending bombs. Like,
Yeah.
It's not that complicated,
Exactly.
dude.
They said how old he was?
He's 50.
Oh.
50 something. So, well, shout out to none of them going off. So that works good because I have cousins that work in the post office.
Oh,
And it's a good job.
yeah, it's a good job. Yeah,
I mean, you
hell
get
yeah.
benefits. You don't want to like get blown up.
There's hood good jobs that are like, yo, if you have this job, you are. Good.
If corrections officer, police officer, firefighter, and then like post office, you're good. But post office, you got your good retirement plan. Woo, boy! If you want, you can steal the magazines. Like if you you know what I'm saying. If you look through the envelopes on the birthday cards.
Oh, you don't got stamps? Well, I got plenty of stamps.
How much is a stamp now? When's the last time you bought a stamp?
30 cents.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a real minute
And we
since I
had
bought a
this
stamp.
discussion on the last episode. Like, my wife will actually write like,
Letters.
actual letters to companies, like when shit comes fucked up,
Wow.
and like get shit in return. Like that shit really works. Like
Yeah.
I thought that was like like bullshit. Like because you know how it says like, oh, for every package of everything, like for comments or like requests or
Yeah.
like if you have anything to say about our product, call this line. Or,
And she'll write a
How much do you think is stamp cost right now?
48 cents.
How much do you think? We're doing prices right.
Fuck, I literally sound so out of touch.
35?
You said 35 cents?
Yeah.
What is it, the 80s? The fuck, what?
Is more than that?
49 cents.
49 cents. God damn.
Look at you.
Within 1
See?
cent?
Within 1 cent. You are right on the Price is Right. Is that a lot?
You know when you like have something really important to say to somebody, like you would write them an email maybe,
Yeah.
but like you would have written them a letter. Now I think about that sometimes like, yo, I have something like real to say to somebody. Like I'm gonna write them a letter. That's the respectful thing to do. But then I get so anxious like, I haven't checked my mail. Like I check for bills or like things that get me in trouble basically or like jury duty.
You're missing a
But,
thank you
like-
card from like 2 months ago.
Yeah, but like I'm not like looking
For
I'll
like
miss
an actual
a wedding
letter.
invitation for like a long time or miss a letter. So like I'm like also like, are you just waiting and they never got it?
Right.
You know
how
what
do
I
you
mean?
how do you find out?
You know people get an email,
Yeah.
but it's less like intimate.
Letters are weird because that's how they tell you if you have like an STD. So I heard. I mean, no, imagine that. Like you
No, they
can't
call you up,
you
they're
can't
like,
let someone know.
Yo,
You
what
can't
up?
you
got
can't
that-
tell
yo, You
someone.
got venereal disease, my G.
You can't tell someone by like a voicemail, a voice note.
Hey,
that,
this
hey, I
is
gave you the
Pepper.
herb. Call me back.
Yeah.
Like no.
Put you in your headlocks.
Or like a mass email.
The emoji with the thermometer,
Like
the crying emoji.
like yo.
It's an 8.5, 11 piece of paper with just that on it. Like, you open it up, like, oh, shit.
Double-sided emoji.
Oh man. We should start a service.
Or like the little clapping hands, like, yo, you have
Let's start it.
chlamydia.
We're gonna make an app where Jonah Hill calls whoever you gave
Oh my
STD. He tells them.
He's like, hey, man,
Hey
listen.
man. Hey.
You should get like the Bart Simpson voice. Person does, like the Bart. Hey, dude, cowabunga.
Don't have a cow, man.
Don't have a cow, man. It's curable.
Don't have a cow, man. You just got to take a pill. Chill, dude.
Oh man.
Dude, you know, like the voice of Bart Simpson, the actress who plays Bart is a Scientologist.
Yes.
And they got the tape leaked out of like her using Bart's voice to call members of Scientology like as Bart.
Wow.
Check it out online. I mean, I'm trying to blow up her spot. I'm a huge Simpsons fan, but
Yeah.
like it's pretty interesting to listen to.
Her being like, your energy. Like,
You've reached the level 10 Oculus.
But did they ever try to get
Cowabunga.
Scientologists ever try to snatch you up?
No.
They never asked you to join
Nope.
nothing? Well, we did Neil Yokio. Shout out to Neil Yokio. We got the Christmas special dropping soon on
Big
Netflix.
shouts to Neil.
Shout out to Jaden Smith. Shout out to all the homies. Ezra and all them. But Susan Sarandon said to, we were like, our first time meeting her, lovely lady, and we were like, any advice you have for us for being just joining Hollywood, what would you tell us? And she was like, do not fuck with Scientology. And I was like, wow.
I was like, okay.
I was
Hard
like,
advice.
okay.
Like real clear.
I was like
advice.
very clear. Like I wasn't going to.
I was
but-
expecting like, hit
Stay
your
true,
marks,
yeah.
like, stay true
Enunciate.
to yourself. Yeah, enunciate.
She was like, don't fuck with that.
Don't fuck with Scientology, B.
There's all that Going Clear is one of my favorite movies. I've seen it like 100 times. Like,
Right.
I'm obsessed with documentaries about like things that are controversial, essentially. And I try not to be judgmental because it's like whatever makes people feel better, let them do.
Right.
I try and just be like, yo, if you believe that a baseball is God, like, like
The
do
flat
you.
Earth people, or you're like, let them.
I'm just like, do you?
Yeah.
Do you? Like, be happy. Life is hard. Be happy, right?
Okay.
So, but at the same time, I feel like those shows and stuff are saying that it hurts people and like, imprisons people, like that kind of shit I don't
Right.
fuck with, right? But the idea of just hating on someone because it's weird
Right.
is mean. I think when they do if they do these horrible things they're accused of, then that's fucked.
The thing about Scientology, like, you don't think about that in your day-to-day life. They just out there, just chilling.
It's out there.
Like,
It's just like
when's the
another
last
thing.
time you went to a random? Well, I guess maybe you more, but you were at a dinner party. Someone was like, "I'm a Scientologist." Like that's not happening ever.
I never heard that.
Ever in our circle.
Like, the closest I've come is like, I'm a Jehovah's
Jehovah's Witness, yeah. Jehovah's Witnesses broke people Scientology.
It's Section 8 Scientology.
Dude.
Damn. I'm sorry. I have mad cousins at Jehovah's Witness. Don't listen to Mero. He's blasphemous.
R.I.P.
He's talking
Grandma.
Babylon things. He's worldly. Oh,
It really
man.
is, B. Because, the motherfuckers be in the subway, like, Showtime.
Are you watching the World Series?
Yeah, just because of the Dodgers.
You got to.
Dodgers,
You got
yeah.
to.
Yeah, I like.
You fuck with baseball at all?
I OD'd on baseball because of Moneyball. Like,
Yeah.
I literally had to watch every baseball game for like, I had to like study baseball. Like,
Oh,
it was
wow.
my job.
Yeah.
And then when it was after, I was like, I can't watch
Watch
a baseball
anymore.
game. But I grew up loving the Dodgers, so shouts to the Dodgers.
Shout to the
Like,
Dodgers.
like it's fun. LA is fucked because like now people are at the Laker games again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was lucky enough to go to the Laker game with my friend Nakel, and it was like if you went 6 months ago, shit's like half empty. People are on their phones,
Yep.
and LA people are just so like transparent.
Right.
I mean, was transparent the word I'm looking for? Like that's what you
Fickle.
see through.
See-through.
Or like where it's just like obvious. Like
Yeah.
of course when LeBron was here, everyone's like, "We've been here."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no, you all
I've
been
been a
for the
Laker fan.
Clippers.
Yeah.
You all, like I grew up a Lakers fan. Then when everyone got on the Clippers bandwagon, I didn't jump. I'm not a diehard fan. And baseball, I OD'd on, but like I'm hyped because Dodgers fans are ill.
Right.
Dodgers fans are actually the real dope LA.
Dodgers.
Yeah.
Los Dodgers.
Yeah, if you
Vamos los Dodgers, échale.
100%.
Dale, échale, güey.
Like, bro, Fernando Valenzuela is like one of my OG.
Oh, wow.
Like, I had the poster up. in
That's
my
the
room.
real one. That's the real.
Fernando was like an LA hero. Bro.
Nice.
Like,
He's ill because like and baseball's so ill in general because it's like, yo, you don't have to be athletic to be a professional athlete.
bro,
Just come through with the wild dad bod. Like,
Fernando did not look like he was in good shape. And I'm not even clowning him because I'm
Alright.
not one to clown people.
Right,
for-
but
I don't make
he's
fun of
playing
people's
with that.
appearance, but like, dude did not look like he was a professional athlete.
At all.
Like, he looked like the uncle like, on the grill and shit at the quinceañera and shit. Like, he's like, tírame un corrido, güey.
Joni, you always been popping. What was
I love that the Dodgers. It's like those fans are the illest.
Those are the best ones. They're the bleacher creatures of LA.
It's
Yes.
so.
Los Dodgers, hey, échale, güey.
And
Jonah, what's the
they ride or die. They ride or die.
what was the first big flex purchase you ever made? We always ask this on the show. We're bringing it back.
Yeah. Okay. Big flex purchase. I'm not like that crazy of a. I don't like spend money on mad cars.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. My dad told me when I did super bad and I made like my first, it wasn't like a crazy check, but it was a check.
Yeah.
I got an apartment and like paid my bills and was not as stressed.
Right.
And he was like, he's an accountant, so he's like super frugal.
Oh my God, your father's an accountant. Yeah.
My accountant, bro.
Wow. That's
It's really
crazy.
the goods outweighs the bad, but it's also like having like someone just be like, damn, like email you knows when you bought something like
right away, like,
Yeah,
yo, you wildin'.
I buy like swipe it and then like my
Your phone
goes
rings.
up and it's like, whoa, really?
Okay.
It's like that. I'm like, okay,
You
dad.
see with the
Yeah,
emoji.
with the monocle.
Like, yo.
He's like, really? Yeah, 100%. But at the same time, he goes, yo, look, get yourself a real watch.
Yeah.
If you have enough money to do that, because you'll wear it and you'll look at your wrist, see what time it is all the time. And you'll be like, I earned this. And I respected that. You know,
good
so
advice.
that was like, that's like one of the things. I bought like a nice watch when I could, you know?
Also, they appreciate and value.
Some watches don't. That's what I'm learning. Some watches, like, as soon as you walk out the store with them, it's like,
Well,
a Rolex is
having
always
a dad in
good-
his account is a real weird ass life.
That's
because
got to be.
He speaks like his love language is
money.
savings.
like savings and like getting deals on
Yeah.
shit, basically. So it's like, man, he's like just like his like I love you son is like an article of why I should move to Florida for tax purposes.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about
But yeah, that's his carry. He's like, yo, I'm thinking about my son.
So I get it, I'm like, oh man, I love you too.
Aw.
But it's not like I love you, you know?
Oh,
They should fuck with him and move to Florida, but buy A-Rod's mansion.
damn. Oh, yeah, he is selling it. Did
you
you
want
see
you to move to Texas or Florida so badly because it's
for the tax savings?
bro. Yeah.
Oh.
But what was I gonna say? I forgot my point. Whatever. Yeah, but yeah, that was cool.
That's what happens on this podcast.
Yeah, we lose our
Forget your
story.
point. Yeah.
we just talk. We just kick it.
Yeah. What about you? Have you guys bought anything that you?
Not yet. I'm either going to open a Jamaican restaurant or a
Amazing.
bodega. Did you see?
That would be amazing.
Yeah, we got we
Yeah.
got to do it up. And then plus, I'm in the section of the Bronx right now that's gentrifying. So it's just like we should actually have like an actual Bronx resident down there, throw something. And also, I think the problem is down there is like they don't really know like good service because it's kind of like the hood. So if you open up a restaurant, the restaurant service is completely shitty, like completely unacceptable by Manhattan or LA standards. But in the Bronx, we're just happy to have anything. So the other day, I paid $15 for a quesadilla, which was like a $5 quesadilla. And it's just
Wow.
like, it's like, hey, I'm supporting. And it's just like literally two flat, it's like two tortillas,
with
some
cheese
cheese,
on it. Yeah.
and like 2 strips of meat. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Just meat.
And I'm like, yo, can I get sour cream? And she comes back and like she throws the sour cream on the table indignantly.
yeah,
And I still got a tip OD because they're like, oh, we watched the show. So I can't be like,
Okay, I have some advice for you.
yes, talk to me.
I am not one to give advice. I am not a man of
Teach us,
authority.
Jonah.
Yes,
The
teach
one
us
piece of
yours.
advice I have to offer:
Don't
Yes.
tip $100 on every bill.
no tip.
Tip. Oh, tip heavy.
OD on tip.
See? That's what I've been
OD
moving.
on tip because all my friends who work in restaurants,
Yeah.
like when I was younger, because I was like 23, right? So like a lot of my friends were working in restaurants when I started to have success in movies. So they were like, yo, everybody just talks shit about like an actor, a musician, a host, like someone
not
of
tipping.
notoriety.
Yes.
If you don't OD tip, if you even do like 20%, you're getting murdered.
No.
Murdered.
20% is the minimum, but you can't even do.
20% is like,
you can't do
it's
20%.
like you're still an asshole.
Yeah. Cause it's like, yo, you have they know they're like, yo, I see you on TV. I cut my hand cutting lemons this morning.
Yeah.
You can't tip more than that.
You can't
Yeah.
give me more than 8.
And now imagine I
$2?
tip 20, and then this regular person over here tips 25. Now I look like the extra dickhead. I went
I
to
do the OD
Outback.
tip and I write
Thank you.
Thank you or
thank
something.
you, you're amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just because actually, as I grew up, I was like, damn, like people are working fucking hard, bro, just to like, I am a privileged motherfucker. And like, it's a privilege to get to eat at a restaurant. And
Yes.
so like,
Yeah,
if someone's
for sure.
busting their ass and they're kind when they have every right to be unkind
Kind.
because
Yeah.
like people are just ordering
Shitty to
shit
them.
from them.
Yeah.
Like, not only am I kind, I just try and write something that's like, thank you for being like a good person and like I see you.
Yeah.
Respect.
You
You know?
got
Yeah,
to.
I went to this place, like mad hole in the wall mom and pop place in Jersey. Shout out to Pearl and Ridgewood, and like
The Pearl.
yeah, it's called the
That
Pearl.
sounds like someone from The Sopranos.
Yeah, it's mad small, and it's like it's a dude and his mom run the place.
That's so cool.
And like, you know, the entire
Is it Italian?
staff, it's an Italian place. The entire staff is like, you know, Mexican dudes. They always chop it up with me. Like, it feels like I'm eating somewhere at home. So like, the guy will he'll go back himself and be like, yo, I'm gonna make you this. I got some fresh brajol in today. I'm gonna you broccoli rub. And I'm just like, wow, this is ill. Like, and he took a picture with me and like put it up on the wall.
So
and shit. And I was
sick.
just like, this is crazy. So like, now even if I go in there, and he always undercharges for shit. So like, even if like the bill is like $50, like I'm tipping like $150.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Like
gotcha.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, and I'm leaving it in cash. I'm giving it, yo, Julio, yo, Jose, here, boom, 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 boom. And like, cause service fucking sucks, B. Like working retail, working in service, that shit sucks.
I took my parents to shout out to the Outback on Central Avenue in Yonkers. So I'm like, I'm paying for it, whatever. My father's like, I got the tip. And I was like, all right, I'm paying for it. I'm gonna let you get the tip. It's a big thing. Immigrant father, he has to pay. Your man put down 7%. I was like, yo, because I saw him looking at his thing.
Tough.
He has like
Tough.
taking out
You can't
coins.
Disrespect him. If you disrespect my
can't
throwing on
disrespect
top,
him.
Yeah.
That's disrespect.
So I walked with them to the car, and like I run back in at like full speed, and like I dive in, like slide like a 20 into the thing, and like just apologize profusely. His reasoning was that when the girl he asked for a straw, and when she brought the straw to him, the paper was already taken off.
They're supposed to do that.
Listen,
But you know what? Every human being's experience is different.
yes,
So he probably connects more of like maybe how hard he had to work. I don't know the guy.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but maybe he's like if he notices something fucked up,
yeah.
that sticks with him or it bumps into him in a way it might not bump into you. You know?
Yeah.
I try and see that like when
I
people
see
are
that. You're
like-
seeing both sides.
I really try and do that because that shit is like you can't make it through life because you're like, why is everyone acting crazy?
Where did you? Would
Why is everyone insane? And you have to put yourself in other people's
Where did you
shoes.
learn that from?
What that?
Yeah,
The hard way.
hard way.
Not seeing people's sides and being defensive and being like, I'm the victim or like, like, oh, poor me. Instead of like, wait, if I'm in your shoes, I can see how that was fucked.
Right.
And my sister's a really big help with that. She's an amazing, beautiful person. Like she really is an OG.
She was
like,
in Lady Bird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Beanie. And she's 10 years younger than me. And I've like since she turned 15, there was like a switch of like I looked up to her.
Oh wow.
She just has some like soul that doesn't.
That's dope.
She's like gifted in that way. You know.
And that's your only sibling, or you have others?
I have an older brother who passed away in December, which sucks, obviously. Yeah, but and then it's my
Condolences,
sister.
man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's me and Beanie, and she's my best friend. Yeah.
I grew up with my sister like in that similar. We're Irish twins. She was born.
We're like 14 months.
Do you know that's
She-
actually a slur now?
It is.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ireland.
You can't go. Think about it. If you're not Irish and you just say like we're Irish, because the connotation of Irish twin is
It's true.
Irish people
There's a
fuck
lot. There's a
Irish-
lot
yeah.
behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Irish people fuck
You know
up.
what? That like sometimes. I mean, I don't want to be the old white guy on the porch, but we lost some good slurs. We lost some good slurs. Irish twin was a good slur. Eskimo brothers. You can't say that anymore. That is not PC. That is not cool.
I actually have a question for you guys.
I was like Eskimo brothers was like a bro slang, so I never. Like,
Well,
I
I
never
mean,
used it.
if you first of all, if you are an indigenous person who we call Eskimo, like
Even the term Eskimo is
yeah,
offensive,
it's
right?
offensive, yeah. Because like I'm like, oh, that's what they call themselves. They're like, no, we have never used that term. Like you just made that up.
Can I ask a question? Connecting back to our longer, deeper conversation before, because it's just interesting.
Yes.
I'm watching your guys as a fan and supporter, just watching your guys' trajectory and watching you become bigger and bigger.
Right.
How are you going to navigate the current state of the world and be hilarious?
You
Do you
know
ever
what the
think
thing
about
is?
that, or do you ever worry about it? Or you just be yourself, don't care, and just make whatever jokes pop in your head?
What people really enjoy about us is that we self-censor a lot. Like the same way he just was like, what did you just say? Irish twin.
And you were like, oh,
and I was
shit,
like, no,
yeah,
you can't
okay.
say that.
Right.
Like we
check
catch
each
it,
other.
and then not only that, our fans catch us. They check us on stuff because if you listen to some of our early stuff, we were just out there. But we were literally like coming straight from the Bronx to record this shit,
Yeah.
and no one told us that this was a trajectory for us.
You
We
were
was
thinking
like,
about Irish rights?
no, we was like, fuck that.
I wasn't worried about the.
I'm making
IRA
like
or
fucking
anything like
potato
that.
famine
No.
jokes.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at these fucking leprechauns.
Yeah, bro,
but
we're
now you gotta
wilding.
but and that's the thing. I think people are more accepting if you show growth. Or if like if we were still
Call yourself out.
yourself out, censor yourself.
Don't let somebody else do it. And
Don't punch down.
Backpedal. Yeah.
If you do the mathematics on jokes, and if the root of it is something that could hurt somebody,
There's so many jokes like that you think are just harmless, and you're just like, wow.
but that's why I think comedy is
The barometer
is crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how are you going to make any joke? You know,
you got to tiptoe around it. You gotta
That's I think find an angle that nobody's touching, because there's like on the tree of jokes, there's always the low hanging fruit. Like, you know what I mean? And a lot of people go for that. But then there's like the more meta,
thoughtful
joke that is at the top of the tree that you got to go and you actually have to think about to get to.
But improvisational comedy, I think, is different. Like, so if you're a stand-up or you're writing a movie or you're writing a show, I think it's now far easier to be a more thoughtful, conscious comedian.
right.
Because you can go over things with a fine-tooth comb and go like, I pre-checked, right? Like I cleared this of disrespect, right?
Yeah.
But if you're off the cuff, I know both of you. You're wonderful people, good-hearted people, and it's like you may accidentally make a joke that is fucked up, because it's just
It just comes out.
spinning a ball back and or throwing a ball back and forth.
But see, you got to check yourself on that, and it's just like, we have a thing called the problematic light, where sometimes
that's right.
we'll say something, and like sometimes like Hasan, the DJ, shout to DJ Hasan over there in the building.
What's up, in the building?
Like he'll just like sometimes he'll be like whoa, or like Victor will be like whoa, and you'll be like in your head you're like, oh shit, was I wilding? But I think most people, if you, not to education shame or anything, if you've had enough of a life experience and you've read enough and you've been around enough people, you know what's offensive and what's not offensive.
No.
Like even if you like, okay, say this is a different example. Like say you go to Australia and you stick up your middle fingers. Like that's different. Like I don't know if that's like offensive down there or whatever. But if you're talking about another group or something and like look at these hook-nosed Jews, like that's offensive. Like that right there is offensive. Or like blackface. But like, or blackface or something like that. Like even if like what's her name? Megan Kelly, shout out to her, she got the bag, 69 mil, my God.
Wait, so they sacked her?
Yeah. They sacked her, but she's got the payout?
She's getting the payout.
She's getting the bag.
She's probably like,
hell yeah. If I was her, I might actually show up in blackface to get the check. Like, yo.
You just paid her for her 3 years as a punishment for saying something fucked up.
It's wild.
I mean,
the world is going crazy.
The world's going crazy. And then also from the Hollywood side, I'm like, damn, she got good lawyers. I'm like, she has good lawyers. That's it.
$69 million.
That's such a weird amount.
That's Joakim Noah money, dog. Like,
here's my question.
That's a low hanging fruit.
If somebody
like the joke is
right there.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's my thing. Am I being greedy? If our agent came to us right now and was like, yo, they're offering 69 mil, we're the first thing to be like, they can't just go 70? Like, you don't want to just get a round number?
That's a weird. That's
an OCD for me. I'd rather them go 65 than.
I'm like, no, honestly, like you just round it up.
Like sometimes like touch shit a certain amount of times, like numbers of 5, right? Like that.
Do all the dollars in all your money have to face one way?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! My wallet will give you a
dear Lord,
yeah.
Oh my God!
A panic attack.
Yeah, he got the George Costanza wallet.
Yo, Costanza
wallets.
I'm good. Like I don't like freak out in my house. Like it's not like fucking American Psycho stuff. But I definitely like if I'm more stressed, I use my tools less.
Got you.
So like if I'm like right now I'm in like the fucking thick of it. So like if I'll knock on a door, I'll knock 5 times.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? It'll stress me out if I don't. But when I'm in like a more like consistent working out, chilling with my friends environment, it like goes away. Just like at this point in my life.
Wow. What do you do to relax?
Do to relax?
Yeah.
I love boxing.
Yeah.
Boxing is key to my life. Pilates is a weird one because it's like it's not weird, I'll say, but it's like typically non-traditional for men. Like it's usually a lot of women in the class. But Pilates like saved me in a lot of ways because I had a bad knee injury.
Yeah.
And it got me like strong enough to work out in other ways. I take a lot of my anger out in boxing.
Got you.
Yeah. No, it's funny because I have anger issues. And like my therapist was like, yo, get a heavy bag. You got to finish basement. Get a heavy bag, put it in your basement, and then whenever you're pissed off or you have pent up, frustration or whatever, just go in there and go ham. And I was like, okay, cool.
Do you do it?
I haven't done it yet because I have a drop ceiling. in the basement. So I'm
So
like,
you can't hang the bag?
I'm punch the shit once and the shit is just gonna collapse all over me and kill me. So I'm like, no.
That'd be the biggest irony of all time is how angry it would make you that you
Oh my
fucked up the
God.
basement.
The
The weirdest ones are those guys. You know the ones where they're like face.
oh, they look like, and you can punch them.
Yo,
And it's like,
you have that. That's a sus subculture, dude. Like,
also, you'll wake up and you're in your house and you just see the silhouette and you're sure someone's breaking in.
Yo,
No, you have to do. You have
not
to.
down with the fucking torso.
Just mad chiseled, looking at you like, yeah, fuck me
what's
up.
up? Fuck me up. Hit me.
No,
hit
you got to
me.
do the
Heavy bag.
You got to
not
do
human shaped.
You gotta do the tried and true New Yorker stress release is just walking through 34th Street or walking down a crowded street like rush hour and bumping people. Just doing a shoulder check for no reason. Just keep it moving. Don't look back. Just a hard come up and down into someone's rib cage. Ooh. You can't do it now because if people recognize you, that's a lawsuit. But
They're like, oh, I'm sorry. They can fall on the ground and be like, oh, Jesus.
he hurt me.
Goddamn.
They'll be like, damn, we gotta sprinkle some cash on them.
Yeah, that's
just thought it was
a
Jonah Hill,
tried
he got
and
money.
true. In LA, it's driving.
Yeah.
LA, it's road rage. Like that's
Yo.
where I had to check my anger because like you see people like you see like moms like
Just
in
cursing,
the
you're
car
like,
being like you can't hear them, but they're
You just see the
fucking
mouth like,
going ham. Yeah, and you're like, wow, people really get out their anger because you're like, you feel like you're not in the real world.
Yeah,
You
you're in a
have,
little
like,
bubble.
glass, and you're in a thing.
You're enclosed.
You see people screaming, and like when I'm late for something, I feel like it's whoa. How weird is that? My anger just came out in at traffic.
Right.
This literally happened to me like yesterday, the day before yesterday. I dropped my kid off at school. I pull over to park the car. I don't signal to turn right. I get pulled over.
Ooh.
The cop comes up and I'm like, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. I don't have I'm literally leaving my house and with no underwear, no nothing, no wallet, no phone, no nothing. Like I'm like
No
just
Costanza wallet, butt naked,
but like I'm just dropping like the school's up the block.
Right.
Like I'm just taking you to school.
basketball shorts. That's it.
That's it. Like shirtless, like fucking cooking all on my chest. And the cop is like, you didn't signal properly, blah blah blah. It's registration. I was like, officer, I don't have any of that. I live up the street, blah blah blah. So like my kid is in the back and he's just like, what's going on? And I'm just like resisting the urge to just like roll the windows up and be like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, and I had to check myself in that moment because it was like I was feeling it coming on.
But is it bad to roll up the windows after and scream? I feel like that's good.
Yeah, no, when I got...
when you left,
please
you screamed.
believe it.
Okay,
Once
okay.
I dropped them off and I was like, oh, I love you, Daddy loves you, have a great day. I got in the car, I was like, fuck the police. I put on NWA and shit. Like, I was like, fuck. And the guy let me go with a warning. And I was
Wow.
still pissed off.
Do you guys ever use Uber, Lyft, or any of that shit?
I'm the king of Uber. King
Okay,
of
so
Uber.
I've spent
the New York
$1,000
equivalent of
before.
that is when the GPS on the Uber is like a block and a half. The person pulls up like a block and a half away,
What
or like
the fuck
around
is
a
that?
random corner,
Yes.
and you see they're like, "We're here," but it's like they're like 2.5 blocks away.
This guy
on a
did
weird
that yesterday.
street. I go privately in my head. Ham.
Yes.
Like in my head, like the voices are
Okay.
like how on it's like weird. It's like nothing. It like doesn't affect your life actually
At all.
in
It's
any
not a big
way.
thing, but it's a huge thing at the moment.
It's like we're all the anger from all the parts of life. I'm like in my head, screaming in my head, like, how on earth did this happen?
Now we
That's
invented
the fucking
Uber.
Beverly Glen Diner!
Uber clearly listens to this podcast because we invented the idea of putting a color on the phone and holding it up, and it's supposed to match your Uber. Have you used
So
that yet?
smart. No.
So yesterday I call Uber. So I have the phone up with the color like this.
Well, so you're like, that's green.
I'm waiting.
right?
Yeah, it's green, and he has the green, and he pulls up and he stops. I want to say maybe 6 cars away.
Crazy.
And
That's
he just
full.
stops.
That's full crazy to me.
And I'm standing there with the phone and I'm waving it like a mad person. Other cars are going around and he's just sitting there. And then he texts me, I'm here. I'm like, fam. And I'm like, if I have to walk and
I
what
would've blocked
pisses,
him.
what
I just
pisses me
would've
off,
blocked his number.
he has to come all the way. He has to come down the street anyway. And I'm just like, and I get in the car and I want to like bust his shit. But I'm just like, he's an Uber driver. You know what?
Never. I never show it. It's just internally.
Yeah.
I see the demons inside of me.
I hear
That's where like the demons come out of like something so insignificant and so minor that
Yeah.
you're like, wow, like life is crazy how you like redirect shit at something stupid.
Yeah. Like, am I mad at this Uber driver or am I mad at something completely other random and like I'm taking it out on this guy?
100%. It has nothing
Nothing to do with that.
The car being 6 cars away.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? But that's why those scenes in movies are great. Like you see someone pent up and then you see the person lose it because of something so small, like when they have a break. I love that in movies, like Election, those kind of movies where they're building like slow tension of like normal ass life.
You see it's coming.
Like a letter or something, and it just they're just like.
Yeah, and you see, it's just the thing that snaps you, and for some reason, Uber's the shit.
It is. It's the little things.
Yo, man.
It's the little
Shout out to
things.
LA though, because every Uber there is like 10 cents, and in New York is out of control. Like, I think I've spent more money on Ubers in the past 2 months than I have on my house in the entire time that I've owned it.
I've used Uber so much.
Wild.
I've started.
It's wild.
I've started
really
getting into the
expensive.
Uber vortex. Where have you ever had the same driver twice in one day?
Bro, I have the weirdest story. Like, this one Uber driver picks me up in LA, like on the regular, and he's
On the regular.
He's a super nice dude. So I shout out to the guy who picks me up a lot. But I feel weird because it's like my family stays at.
Right.
You know,
You don't-
so like it's weird that it's like my family house. It's not like my
house. You're like, I don't want.
And so I just am like, and it is a stranger, like no judgment on the human being. It's just a stranger knowing where my family's at.
Yeah.
And like, so I kind of keep to myself, and and he'll like kind of name the places I go. Like, we going here,
Oh wow.
and it's like a little too intimate to
too
me.
close. Yeah.
I don't know if that sounds weird. It's just because it's like where my family stays at.
No, I completely
No,
get
that's
it.
a
I
fact,
completely.
yeah.
You gotta be careful. You know, like you never know. And then people. That was like Iggy Azalea when her
Papa John's.
the Papa John guy, Papa John guy delivered pizza to Iggy Azalea, and then
Wow.
apparently told his little sister that he delivered pizza to Iggy Azalea. And his little sister started texting Iggy Azalea, and she went on Twitter and was telling Papa John they need to fire her. Which leads me to say, is Iggy Azalea ordering pizza herself and like coming to the door and
Yes.
getting the
And
pizza
paying for the pizza?
Yeah, she
from
is.
Papa John's? Nah, you gotta get an assistant to do that. You
No,
also
what do you
can't
mean? What
order-
if you're like at their house at like 10 o'clock at night? I had some weird, like in when I lived in LA, it was a little odd with like food delivery. You know, because it's like the way the house I lived in at the time, like you'd be in in the house.
Right.
So sometimes I just felt awkward.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
we're just here in my foyer. Like,
Yeah, not like I'm special at all.
No, but it just
like
felt-
like they'll say something and then I'm like, damn, it's weird. We're in my house.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. Like, you don't know. I don't know who you are. You know who I am, and where
In
I'm
my
at.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an unfair advantage.
I purposely,
And I'm trying to eat this quesadilla, but like at the same time, I feel uncomfortable, so I don't really know where to go from here.
I
And
really.
OG Postmates, they had your cell, like the Postmates person had your number.
Oh,
Now it's
God.
like
It
they
goes
have
through
a
the system.
filter,
Yeah.
But before it'd be like, dude, got this script. Really think you should check it out.
Wow.
And then drop the script off in your
In-
mailbox, and you're like,
This is
Damn,
fucking
bro.
That's
Like-
terrifying.
that's why I'm like, that feels a little uncomfortable.
Well, we used to do the show at Viceland. We used to order food, and then let the food would come in to be like for Desus and Mero, and I was like,
That's hilarious.
I'm like, that's a little. I hope no one's spitting this, but you know, it's good times.
But at least you're at a big building.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know what I mean? That's a good filter. You're at the Vice building.
You
There's
could
like
hide
a
in
million
there.
other people
Yeah,
there.
like, oh, taste for this food from here. We have a
Right?
food taster.
Does it smell funny?
Yeah. I mean,
Got it.
no one cares about me, so it's really fine. Like, but it's like, I can imagine being Iggy Azalea or being a woman or you know,
Yeah.
someone who a guy even who people give a shit about, like in that way.
And then people
Probably
blowing up your
scary.
phone. Yeah,
Terrifying.
It's creepy.
Like if she opens her door and like some dude is in her house, like that must be fucking
Yeah, I never understood
terrifying.
that. Like all those
People hit you up all the time asking you to send you stuff. Like, cause I'm about to get a PO box. Cause I'm like, yo, I need so many
to send
people
you like things they wrote and stuff.
Not even things they wrote, like just like
Oh, items and stuff, like promo stuff. Yeah, get a PO box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like because I'm just like, I don't want you sending this to my house. I don't want you sending this to work. Like, it's a little weird. So I'm just like, should I just get
No, we have a
PO box?
package room in my building, and you just get shit sent there because they got like other famous people live there. So it's like a blank, wild, indescript address that's different than the actual address of the building, so you could just get sent stuff there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, P.O. box is cool, and you kind of feel like you're in like the mafia. Or
Yeah.
something.
But the problem with a P.O. box,
You're like it's like in Indiana.
yeah, like looking around before you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Jonah, did you pick up the package?
Well, you know, if you're gonna get a P.O. box, you have to get it at the,
The boss
post
back
office.
home didn't like that shit too much, so I had to fly to Indiana, put my key in.
Yeah.
Got all the money in there.
My own kid. You believe that shit, madam?
The P.O. the across from Madison Square Garden, that post office, that's the only post office that's 24/7, so you can go in there and check your P.O. box anytime. I've had the same P.O. box for going on a decade there.
I think that's pretty
People
ill to have
offer
a
me-
Madison Square Garden P.O. box.
People offer me money for that P.O. box.
That's
Shout out
a
box
real New York.
505.
You're a real New Yorker.
I'm a real New Yorker. I go there with a bagel, a cup of coffee, a Daily News under there. I see Ed Koch. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how about my Yankees? Oh, hey.
New York is so ill because like if you live in a building, like old school New York, like the mailboxes were like this big.
Yeah, like the rectangle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
you
so
can't fit shit in there.
If you get
A package.
anything like a package, like even 2 catalogs, that should you take it out and it's just
East
like
Bay catalog?
Yeah,
Oh,
you get
yeah.
2 East Bay
Oh,
catalogs.
the Holy Grail.
East
The Holy
Bay
Grail. Bring it to school the next day. Like, look, everyone's like,
And if you scan
wow.
the CCS catalog,
Oh, wow.
CCS?
Oh, man.
those are like,
Complete.
woo! That's like we were talking about little kids getting mail is the illest concept.
Oh, my God.
I was like, yo, CCS is here. I'm getting complete, bro.
It's like your dad gets like Time magazine or something, and you're
Or you might get,
I
like-
got my shit too.
Yeah.
I gotta go read it. Sorry, I gotta go.
Or if you got like Game Informer or Nintendo Power,
Oh,
we'll
man.
get a
Game
video.
Genie, or what was that? What
which
was
one?
that? Oh,
With the
Nintendo
codes?
Power,
Nintendo
yeah.
Power. And Game Informer had like the codes.
Yeah, you know what I watched the other day? Speaking of like throwback, I watched the first episode, the pilot of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated show.
That was dope.
You remember
because
that show?
It was a little dark.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
dark.
I
it
liked
was a little
it.
dark. I liked it. It's funny because like I watched that as a kid,
The
and I
movie's
watched like
super dark.
Yes.
The first one's
The first one is crazy dark.
Yeah.
And it's funny now because it's like they got I think like Nickelodeon has the rights to it now or something like
So
that.
they have a Teenage Mutant Ninja
And
Turtles
so
show?
they have like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that my kids are watching is completely different.
Mad
so
light.
I'm like I put on the shit that I watched and like my wife was like, "What the fuck is this? Like what is going on here?"
This is mad dark. One of them was like depressed. The other one might have like an
Yeah.
opioid addiction. I'm
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
yeah,
I'm like, yo, this shit is mad hard.
Yo, like Raphael is on like Cymbalta and
Like they
shit,
get pushed
like,
out, gentrification in the
Yo,
fucking sewer.
I'm like, yo,
you're like,
what
yo,
the
this shit's
fuck?
mad.
This shit's
You
crazy.
see, like you'll go back and it's like, oh, like you go see like an old He-Man or old G.I. No, old G.I. Joes are the worst. So they'll be like, yo, I can't go to the army because I have like high cholesterol and shit. And they're like, yo, don't mix bleach with ammonia, you'll die. You're like, what? Like, what's going on? Why do you have to tell kids this?
Yo.
Dude, which Ninja Turtle are you?
I want to be what's his name? Donatello.
I'm Michelangelo.
Me too, I'm Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. No one's ever Raphael.
You are kind of a Donatello, you know. Yeah, no. We did this the other night because when I watched it, I went to dinner with a couple friends.
Trying to figure it out.
and we were joking around. There was 4 of us there, and we all perfectly were certain
Ninja Turtles, yeah.
ones. I was Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Not to brag, whatever. Other people thought that as well. But like, it was funny because it was like our friend who is Raphael,
Right.
was very upset.
You know,
And everyone immediately was like, "And you're Raphael, Raphael."
Look.
And he was shook, like he didn't like it, and
took it
everyone said it at the
Oh my
same time.
god.
Just stab this size into
Raphael is the
table.
carry of Ninja Turtles. If you're applying the Sex and the City analogy there,
I
no one wants
kind
to
of
be
think
there.
she's the
Not
Cynthia
Charlotte.
Nixon,
Cynthia Nixon.
Miranda.
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 Yeah,
Okay.
I would argue that Raphael.
Well, no one wants to be Carrie because remember Carrie was batshit insane. Looking back,
But
in
Carrie's
retrospect,
kind of like, but you're still a leader. You're an alpha.
she's a leader,
would say.
but Miranda was it?
This
Not
conversation
Miranda.
so dumb.
We're hitting all the
Which Ninja
buttons.
Turtle is the Sex and the City character?
No,
It's like a BuzzFeed quiz come to life.
yeah, everyone's like we're hitting all the Venn diagram circles right now.
Samantha's kind of Michelangelo.
Yeah, Samantha's
like
definitely.
Samantha was
Yeah,
fun.
do whatever, yeah.
I would say Charlotte might be Raphael.
Yeah.
He's kind of like nervous to take big leaps.
I can see that.
So seriously,
I can see that.
Therapeutically, like
He's very in his head.
he's internal, man.
Yeah.
He's really
He's just working
he
through
really
some things.
internalizes, he compartmentalizes things.
Oh man.
Leonardo's like kind of low key, like Tony Soprano, like
Yeah.
kind of like quietly
The leader.
chess in
Yes.
charge. You know,
Oh man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I'm definitely Michelangelo.
Raphael's Bobby Bacala. We can switch this. I can do Sopranos way easier.
That makes more sense. That makes more sense. They're both HBO shows. We're right there.
Oh
Hybrid.
Oh man. HBO.
I started watching. It's funny.
Well, you guys
like,
big Sopranos dudes, right?
Yeah.
I started rewatching.
Because when it was when Sopranos was on, it was on. If you didn't watch Sopranos, you had no idea what people were talking about on Monday.
Every 2 years, I go from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Like 3 years.
Yeah,
I wait till I forget a little bit, and it is.
Do you remember
the
the Columbus Day episode?
unbelievable?
Like they were showing that the other day. I was like, this was wild.
Yeah.
Like they were trying to fight the natives and over the statue. I was like,
It was
this is peak TV.
It was crazy because I would watch it and be like, wow, this is like some parts of it was so racist, and then I was just like, but this is like real. This is reality. Like this is how the mob works. Like, you know what I mean? Because I grew up in a bunch of parts of the Bronx, but one of them was Throgsneck, which is like really close to this Park Country Club.
Yeah.
Which is like super mafioso, like mob guy, whatever.
They have a private beach.
Family. Yeah, they have a private beaches and shit. Like it's out of control.
It's inclusive.
Yeah.
Is that the word? No, exclusive.
exclusive.
Yeah.
Inclusive is like
Because it's like, come on into it, you moolies. Like, no, it's not that.
So then, like, but this is in the Bronx. So then, like, these
Right.
kids come out of these gated communities, and then they're like on
In
Tremont
the Bronx.
Avenue in like an S550, and they're like 16.
Wow.
So it's like,
What a weird dichotomy.
yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm standing in front of the bodega all day, like, just trying to find somebody to put $5 on a dime a bag of weed with me, and you're driving an S550 without a license, and you crash it, and you get a new one. Like, it was just.
Was there ever drama? Like, was there ever like beef or?
Someone just got a mob style assassination in the Bronx.
Yeah. Wow.
They
In a
shot him in a McDonald's drive-through
Yeah.
while he's getting a cup of coffee and a fillet of fish. What a way to go out.
Like low key want to know what his order was, but like also treating the situation
Seriously?
Yeah, like it's very sad. But
It was funny because I still live in the Bronx and I'm watching on the local news and they're covering it. And people was like, "That's fucked up. How you get shot at the drive-through?" I'm like,
Damn.
as if drive-through is like that's like you know how like Marlowe's on The Wire was like you can't shoot people on Sunday. Man's gotta have a code. You can't shoot people in the drive-through.
Yo, yeah.
Let me get my order. Shoot me after I get it.
although that's one of the best scenes in Menace to Society when he.
Oh yeah, the drive-through.
Drive-through.
Oh yeah.
But what was I saying? Sopranos. Talking about Sopranos real quick because they are so racist, so homophobic, but it's true.
Yeah,
I'm imagining their point was to make it true.
Yeah, it was true at the time, and it's still pretty true now.
I don't think. I wonder if it would fly today because the only shit I'm getting from mid '90s is something I truly stand behind, which we talked about earlier. But is like I left the language and how these kids behaved as it was,
Right.
Because that's how kids
without
behave.
revisionist history, right? And I wonder if Sopranos was on today, if they would just get like not be allowed to do their show. Or
Yeah, I wonder.
Like, uproar. You know, it'd be interesting. 'cause
You know what? It's
the characters
so-
are so politically incorrect, but that's true to these
They could
characters.
maybe get it. They could get away with it on Netflix or HBO, but like if they had to show it on say
Disney Channel.
like a TBS or something, they'd have to narrow it
Jr.
down. Nick Jr.
Right after Blaze of the Monster Machine, Sopranos.
Wow, Nick Jr. Sopranos Jr. Hey, it's just toddlers.
After Sopranos, a brand new Paw Patrol.
That's like they had on Animaniacs. They had good feathers.
Yeah, the little pigeons like hey.
Mafia pigeons.
Oh, that
So
was
is
classic
doing
time.
mafia voice kind of is not cool either.
No, because we both know people in the mafia who do that voice.
Who sound like that.
And that's also what I think most people think is mafia voice. That's generic Bronx Italian voice.
Yeah, and all my like, it's funny because like the Bronx is weird because it's like there's everybody's there. Like you meet everybody from everywhere. So like you pick up on like accents, you know, slang from another, you know,
Culture,
ethnicity,
yeah.
culture, whatever, and like you just make a mishmash of all that shit, and then you just stand in a circle with your friends, smoking weed, drinking beers, doing whatever, and you just cook each other.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
doing voices and
Dominicans,
stuff.
Dominicans versus Puerto Ricans, like.
But then also
Jamaicans versus
every
Trinis, like,
cop
you know
in New
what
York in the Bronx sounds like that. Like whoa, where you go? Hey, whoa.
Hey,
It's like
hey.
West Side Story.
Yeah, come over here.
Come here.
Come here.
You got anything in your sharp in your pockets? Anything that's gonna
Come
poke
on.
me? Anything that's gonna stick me?
Come
Huh?
here.
Go ahead.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy over here?
Yeah, who's this guy? Why
Who's
is he
this guy over
taping?
here?
What's he up to?
His ID says Jonah Hill. Where do I know that name from? Refresh my memory.
American Pie.
American Pie. Oh my God.
Stifler.
Oh, it's the guy. It's the guy from Save the Last Dance. Oh wow.
Hey,
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh.
hey. I got to take a moment here. This guy invented the word MILF.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
unbelievable. Who the national hero? Hey, call the sergeant. I got a 1040 over here. We got a superstar.
You mind if I take a picture with you?
Yeah, you got to. Come on. Let me put you in a chokehold.
American Pie is problematic now.
Oh, hell yeah.
I can't even remember.
If anything was popular, you go back and you look at it. And
it was not cool.
Wow.
Fam, like we constantly do this on the show, on the podcast with music. Like we were like KRS-One, like you would think KRS-One is like, yo, edutainment, the educator, you know, element of hip hop, temple of hip hop.
Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everybody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But then he got the song 13 and Good.
What are the lyrics of that?
It's lyrically, it's like the guy, his boy is like, the girl you had sex with is 13, and he's like, it was still good. It like is a vocal sample.
Yeah,
Problematic.
Very problematic. Yes.
Yeah, it's like, bro, like
very problematic.
no, like that doesn't fly. And then like people ask you, like, we're comedians, so people ask us, who are your favorite comedians coming up? Like, who did you look up to? Blah blah blah. Mine's all like vary. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll say Tracy Morgan, I'll say Eddie Murphy, but like
look at Eddie Murphy stand up. Holy
yes,
exactly.
like
That's what
raw.
I'm saying. Like
Holy shit.
So like
yeah.
what I admired about him was like he was dynamic. Like he could do voices, he could do physical comedy, he could dress up, he could do whatever.
He's the most talented person.
Yeah, like he's super talented.
He saved SNL. Do it on his back.
Straight up. Like he LeBron'd SNL. And like but then if you listen to Raw, he has like a fucking 10-minute set about hating gay people. And I'm just like, holy shit. I'm like, yo, you can't say
intense.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's intense.
It's hard to hear.
Yeah, it's like so there's like no punchlines. It's just like, man, I hate gay people. I'm just like, holy shit. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
This is wild.
Well,
it's going to be so interesting. And we kind of had that conversation earlier, so it's a retread, but it's like, it is fascinating, man.
Yeah.
Like Eddie Murphy was
Like,
my hero growing up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and then like I get into these like weird K-holes, and I'm like, what is comedy gonna be in the year 30,010? You know what I mean? Like,
my sister, I think there's a woman named Hannah Gatsby. I got to watch this special. I haven't seen it yet. I think that's her name. It's supposed to be an amazing special. And my sister was like, you got to watch it. Like, she is incredible. Yeah. And then I started reading some reviews, and all reviews are insane. Mm-hmm. But it was a review, maybe it was on Vulture or something, where like it's not comedy, it's more like serious.
Yeah.
Right? Like a lot of even stand-up sets are more like thoughtful and serious, as opposed to like jokes.
Joke.
Yeah.
Set up joke. Yeah.
So like I wonder if it's gonna even be called comedy or just like life.
Right.
Wow.
Like I'm talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a story or a speech.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like sometimes there's a lot of comedy now that's not jokes, and it's really cool points of view and really interesting points of view. Yeah. But it's not like set up, punchline, set up, punchline, set up, punchline, which is like traditionally when we were kids.
How everything was.
What we viewed a comedy special as.
Right,
yeah.
I kind of wonder, because I think like the next generation, what they really like is dank memes, which is just kind of this
unbelievable,
unbelievably like weird and bizarre. And if you think about the world they're in, and just like everything is just like out of control. There's no constitution anymore, apparently. Like you just do whatever. And maybe people in the future are gonna want like a pull away from reality. Maybe comedy is gonna be, they want things to be less blurry. Because like comedy right now is just like, oh, let's talk about this problem I have and this problem I have. Maybe people
less about life and more abstract.
More abstract, more like
Tim and Eric.
Yeah, like Tim and Eric
are the big the biggest comedy evolution in the last like 20 years. Mm-hmm. I would really stand behind that comment.
Shout out Tim and Eric.
Shout out Tim and Eric, because they are the only people to do anything different in the past, like really different. Like
and when you saw their stuff,
Matt Trey and Tim and Eric, but Tim and Eric's just like the absurdity of absurdness. 30
when you first saw them
on top of each other.
When you first saw them, it was like Tom Goes to Mero or whatever on Adult Swim.
You're like, what?
You were like, what the fuck is it? And you watch it now, you're like, this is fucking brilliant, and it stood up.
Like I showed Tim and Eric to my parents when it first came on, just to like, I was like watching it like at their house, and I was like, yo, I was like, this is the most brilliant thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They didn't understand that it was comedy.
Yeah. Right.
Like they looked at it like just like
what is
stone faced. Yeah. So that's how I know it's punk and new, right? Yeah. And then now everyone rips them off.
Right.
So maybe you're right. Maybe it's just this more abstract
type of
Rick
thing,
and Morty, like not even. I guess that's a huge thing in comedy now, where it's like not even the world is so fucked up they don't even want to hear about the world.
Right, it doesn't take place in
Yeah.
We're
reality.
gonna make
Yeah.
a brand new world and just populate it with shit.
Almost like science fiction comedy, like where it's like
Wow.
people who love science fiction don't want to even be in the,
The real world.
They're like, fuck it, just
Yeah.
take me to outer space.
Yo, take me
Fuck
to
IRL.
Take me to Babylon 5. Fuck this shit.
It's
Yeah.
like, yo, I'm on Mars. See you
I'm
guys.
outta here.
So let me see. What have we covered? We covered Sex and the City. We covered Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Sopranos, Existential Crisis, The Future of Comedy, mid '90s. Tim Eric, the Lakers,
Eric Andre. Too,
Eric
is one of those
Andre.
people, like,
Eric
that-
Andre,
that
but
is
I would
just
say
like-
Eric is very heavily influenced by Tim and Eric.
Yeah.
Although his own amazing, creative, amazing, brilliant voice. But like the editing of his show is very Tim and Eric.
insane.
Like I think he would say that. But I'm
Yeah.
a huge Eric Andre fan.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He knows he gets love on the show. His new show,
His
mostly
show's
for
sick.
millennials. You got that. Shit
I
is-
can't wait.
That shit is hilarious.
Yeah, I think he's a true like killer right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
he gets it.
Yeah, he's so smart and funny. Nathan Fielder.
Yes.
Nathan For You to me was like the illest show in the past few years too. And then South Park.
Yeah.
Those dudes are the OGs.
South Park's so good. What season are they on now? They
It's
got it.
funnier than ever.
This is
Like,
going for a minute.
It's like the new Simpsons. It's
Yeah.
like the Simpsons for like our generation. You know?
Meanwhile, The Simpsons is like, we're still around. What the fuck?
Yeah.
How are
Yeah,
you-
support.
How
We're
we
still
still
here.
How we say we're still here?
Hey.
Every Sunday, 8:00, Channel
Come on.
5.
Yeah.
were you guys Simpsons heads?
Still, every now and then, I'll still turn to The Simpsons, and I'll be like,
watched-
it's not the same, but I get it.
I can't watch new ones, but
New
I
ones?
go back to the old ones
Yeah.
all the time.
I
Yeah.
still-
I go back to the Fofusu days.
Which one's that?
Fox Funny Sunday.
Wow. Wow.
When it was
Just to
like-
get back. Now, every now and then, you'll just get like a random Simpsons reference in your
Like
head.
Herman's head was
And you-
on there?
Oh, Herman's head. Now, that is a great show.
Classic.
That is a great. Was
Get
that
a life,
before?
Get a life.
Get a life.
That's where
Yo.
Handsome Boy Modeling School came from.
Yes.
Was
Yo,
from
with,
Get a
Prince
Life.
Paul.
Yeah.
The first
Dan Automator show.
Oh, yes.
The first time I ever saw breasts on TV was on Get a Life.
There was breasts?
Yeah.
How?
Oh,
It was
no,
on
no, no,
Fox.
not Get a Life.
Dream On.
Dream
Dream On.
Oh yeah, Dream On
Dream
was
On.
OG nudity. It was
Yeah, like-
OG nudity.
Was that
Like-
wait?
It's
The
a
Fox Funny
first
Sunday
HBO show.
wasn't Ben Stiller yet. The Ben Stiller show was that on Fox Funny Sunday?
Yep. It was on Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember the stock? Such a Chicken's Trap.
Bob Odenkirk. Was
Yeah.
Bob Odenkirk?
Yo, yeah.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller show was Judd Apatow was the showrunner.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Stiller, obviously. Andy Dick, Bob Odenkirk, David Cross, Janine Garofalo, and I think I'm still missing
Yes.
someone like really
Someone really big.
Yeah, like really
That's
huge.
like
That
the-
was a moment.
That's like the Jordan dream, Olympic dream thing.
Like you could not pitch that
100%,
show right now to any Fox person.
And the Fox cancels it, and it's starring
Second-
Ben Stiller. It's like the biggest movie star. And,
That's
like,
so
Crazy.
wild. You
like,
see stuff like that,
"Damn,
you're
I
like, you see stuff like that, you're just like.
how did
But
you
stuff
fuck
like
this
that
up?
reminds me of like, not to toot our own horns. There's been people that have had us under contract and just done nothing with us.
And we just came into. We would go in.
It was
and sit.
adult daycare. Like I was just sleeping.
Yeah.
I would nap for like 3 hours a day because,
story.
and they were paying us not to make shows on other channels.
holding you,
just
yeah.
holding
Yeah,
us.
just like
I mean, that's the problem. Is I say when I was saying like making mid '90s, like not to transition.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of my career is trying to fit my taste into movies that don't want it.
Right.
So if, let's say a big network signs you guys to a deal a few years ago. They're like, they're cool. They're an original voice, but they don't. They want all the things that aren't.
Yeah.
Like, they squeeze that out of you.
They
as fast
sanitize
as you
it.
make it.
Right.
So it's like you found other channels.
Mm-hmm.
You found other outlets that let you be actually yourself. And to me, it's like going to be exciting to see the comedy nerd shit or the super nerdy shit of like different cultures now that hasn't been on. Like almost like the Odd Future Adult Swim show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is like a
Yeah.
really
Oh, yeah.
dope thing because it's like, or Eric Andre, it's
Just a
like some,
taco.
just different cultures getting to be like the fucking weirdo comedy, not just white Jewish dudes.
it's true.
Yeah, it's true. Like,
Oh man.
But yo, Larry David is the guy though. I give it.
He's
I
the
give it
goat.
to Larry.
He's the goat.
He's the goat. Like
I mean, no one fuck. Larry is like raceless. I feel like he's like just like
Yo.
transcends. He's like
I watch
ageless,
this shit.
genderless, raceless.
Yeah,
Like
you bald asshole. Like I watch this shit, and I'm just like, how do you make a show that's so good that doesn't depend so heavily on like because Sopranos was an amazing show, but it was because it was really well written.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and the actors were great, but like Curb Your Enthusiasm, like from what I understand, is just beats.
it's circumstances and casting.
Yeah.
Right, so it's like they do write it. Like the writers are amazing. Like,
Right.
they're like Seinfeld writers, like Jeff Schaffer, like guys like that, and Larry, who's like obviously the best writer of all time. So the construction is impeccable. You can never like things that look effortless. Like they probably write in the off season. Like I would be willing to wager they go ham.
Right.
And it's not a script, but the construction, the bones are like bulletproof, which is why the show works. And then casting, amazing improvisational acting, you know?
I love Susie, man. She's like one of my
Dude,
top
Susie
favorite
is my
ever.
mom, bro. Like Susie is like, I'm not kidding. Like I'm not kidding. Like I get yelled at like that.
Jonah, you asshole!
dumb fuck.
You
Yeah.
bearded asshole!
100%, dude.
Well, Jonah,
And also, I love you so much, and you sound like you have a cold.
Well, Jonah, we thank you for joining us on our podcast. We hit the 60-minute mark. We want to do the AKs? Do you want to sit here for the AKs, Jonah?
Sure.
Let's get it.
Let's get
no
it.
life.
Got no life. All right, here we go.
Jonah, get out of here.
Nah, we chill. Just hang with us all day, man. This shit is cool. Yo, it's your boy Desus Nice, aka Young Chipotle, aka Pocket Stay Fat like Tineo, aka Pocket Stay Fat like. Here we go. That's the clean version. I don't want to bully kids. Coach Chats, Pro Sling Dick, Eli Lippy, Butchers, Gully, Slow Down, I know you bet, Young Day Party, Young Hot Take, DJ Fuego, Mr. Downs with around the 1994 in Nueva York, Mikel going off the Juve boss, MC Lugan could be putting up for 40 with your shorty, aka Don't Talk to Me in the Uber pool. Why?
I don't fucking know you at all.
Do you even take the Uber pool?
Strangers.
No, you're not taking the Uber.
I have a good Uber pool story.
What happened?
22 Jump Street premiere. We threw a huge party after in a hotel in Westwood.
Right.
And everyone left, and I stayed like super late with like my friends, and then I like lost them, and so I called an Uber home like really late,
Right.
/ early morning in Westwood where UCLA is.
Yeah.
Uber pool with a bunch of college students.
Oh, nice.
And then they were like, "Whoa!" And I was like, "It was like full like Animal House." I was like, "Yeah!"
Yo.
With it, there was nowhere else to go, but like I just got to ride with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey.
Two beer bungs.
The original one plus one got a plus one, so don't make a fuss thing. Jesus Rothstein, the Jamaican Jew. Hey, Jermaine Avocado Toast, Young Papa goes from Mufasa. Young Takuni without the coonery, aka Chili Limon, left-handed reliever for the Yankees. Que lo que.
Papi, estamos lindo.
Two Phone Jones, DJ Machina, J Chuckle, Stanley Cuffs, the Human Dr. Bonds label, dilute. Daiana the Trapio, Mr. 240p, because I like my Pinot blurry. DJ Wooler, aka you're listening to Washed FM. Up next,
What do we got?
who do we got here? Okay, I gotta take you guys back.
2 hour block.
Do you guys remember this group, the Sugar Babes?
Oh my god. These keep getting more and more obscure.
Shout out to the Sugar Babe Hive out there. You know, we're still out here. They had 3 good songs.
Shout out to all the aunties out there.
All right. The
Jeremy.
Curry Goat, Jesus Spicer, Jamal Hasper, the Bronx Celine, Dion Ron Hart will go on. Ray Nephew's nephew, the Moreno, you cannot contain. Human Meme, Word of Ja, Young Aaron, the Racer Provocateur, Henrik Budhos, Nelson Mandela, Sergio Can't See Me, Vladimir Boof, and the Human World is melting in your mouth. Mr. Bex on Decking, Ricky Tiki Squabby, Greg Popovich, Morris Sage, Chestnut, Mahatma Gandhi, not Maccabee, but I got that cucumber. Juices are pressed, but your boy never is. I am the Ark, damn it. The Dundada Ganoush, no more cup of noodles. The Prince of Peck and the Fashion Nova Cash Nova. Will you make cents, 5 cents, 10 cents, dollar? Forget the small change, give me.
What you want?
Big money, why? The only anthem I salute is Dipset, Mr. Saga, Kashmir Square One, top left, because man's is Marv.
Yo, don't cheese me, bro.
True Rizzuto, holy cow, catch me in the money store. Mr. Soft Palms, all I do is count checks and jerk off. We got OJ, Purple Stuff Soda, and it's me, Sonny G.
Hey.
David Urban, these expensive, these is red bottom, these is red, these shoes. Shout out to Cardi, she got the new kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, culture with a K. We
Coach
out
with the
here.
kid. Still breastfeeding. So Akeem Noah, Andrew Coonanen, aka the Junior Energy God Jr. Come sit down
Yo,
on the
seat
charger.
pun me charger. Seat pun it.
Come score me Petco because I got your bitch on freeze. The topic of gossip and Syosip. Yay. Show me a peak ticket. AKA Grandpa Joe, because when you see Charlie, you see me, don't touch that golden ticket. Mr. Shopping that street easy with bad breezes like I'm easy, please believe in the black Asiatic addict will crack your back like an automatic craftmatic. Mr. La Marina, Mesh Marina with a fresh misdemeanor, cold demeanor, AKA your problematic babe.
Hey.
Don't turn on the heat, use the oven to heat your house.
Yes, it's very safe and practical. Legally,
Carbon monoxide, who? Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that.
Up next,
You know
coming
what
to the
I'm
plate, we got who?
Whoa, the Dominican Dandada, aka the Human Durag Flap, your boy the Kid Mero, aka Donovan McDab, aka Curve Gotti, aka Triz Khalifa, aka Skirt Loader, jump the curb, hit your dog, keep it moving, give a fuck, I don't care, nigga, aka I ain't no fucking baby, I fucking man.
He's a man.
You know what I'm saying? Aka don't even check the guest SB. My name is on there. How dare you front of me? I sniffed coke with Richard Grieco just last week, dog. You know what I'm saying? In front of me. Aka CC Dab Bathia, aka get into the shmoney and this smoke. It's your boy Goldman Schmack. You know what I'm saying? Aka I got Mero Jr. shooting the neighbors' garbage cans with the Mossberg practicing for the home invasion that's inevitable. You know what I'm saying? Aka Bismack B on boy, aka Diego Maradona, aka digging your big mutombo, you know, come with this pussy, but no more. This pussy belong to me now. Okay?
Wow.
That's it. Okay? AKA the new coach of the Knicks, David Trisdale. Pow, pow, nigga, take that for data. You know what I'm saying? AKA Barlow Zantana.
So smooth.
I fall asleep at the wheel and crash the zip car. Don't return it at all.
That's a violation of the terms of service.
Oh,
like,
shit, damn, I violated TOS?
You got to pay like $200.
Oh, shit, fuck. I got to play Keelan too. Got to throw up in the back. AKA the Dominican Dundada, Dykeman Daddy. AKA, yo, swipe my card again. There's definitely money on it, B. Stop fucking playing with me. Put the plastic card again on the put the fucking bag on the shit and swipe it. Wipe it on your pants. Wipe it on your pants. You know what I'm saying? You're embarrassing us. I was the voice of Rafiki in Lion King. You know what I'm saying? You know who I am. Stop playing with me. AKA Romeo Zanto, so Zanny. Let me black out. I hope spread HPV. I'll kiss your girl.
Wow. Problematic light. Wow.
I'll kiss your girl cervix on stage. I don't care.
Wow.
We are United Pilots. I don't care. AKA Lighten El Dutchie. Hello. Is it weed you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. That your broke ass ain't got 5, so please leave.
How you don't got 5?
My crib right now. I don't even
So
have,
disrespectful.
I don't even have a $5 bill in my wallet.
Woo!
You know
Talk that talk. Talk that honey. Talk that heavy money talk.
Talking that heavy money talk.
Did you see that? Like Future said that in one of his new songs. He was like, "I haven't been in a mall in a year."
Yeah.
He said, "I'm not a regular nigga. I haven't been to a mall in a year."
Wow.
I was like, "Is that a flex though? Malls are dying.
Like
you can shop at home."
But he also spent $1,500 on some Mason Margielas. I don't know. Like he must have.
Where's he buying at?
Yeah,
Then?
Like, are you ordering them online?
Are you trying to get to that level? Not go to a mall for a year, but you enjoy the mall, right?
I love the mall, and I like to try on shoes before I buy them. Like, what if you order some expensive shit and then you get it in the mail and the
You gotta get them custom made. You get custom made Italian loafers?
Nope.
Damn.
And I love the mall.
And you love the mall.
Yeah. I love an outdoor mall.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's the luckiest.
What's your favorite
Growing up
mall?
in LA, there were some outdoor malls because the weather's.
Yo.
What's your favorite mall?
My favorite mall?
Yeah, do you have a favorite mall?
Gotta go West Side Pavilion.
West Side Pavilion. I don't even know what that is.
Shout out to Glendale. Yo, you, me, Bay Plaza, outdoor mall. Let's do it.
Let's go.
What do we call it?
In the Bronx.
What do we call it?
We the Bay Plaza Boys.
The Bay Plaza Boys.
Bay Plaza Boys. Let's go to the BX near you.
You know what I'm saying? AKA Tom Brady, their girl got my balls deflated. You know what I'm saying? They've been tampered with. AKA Field to Ass Tyson. I want to explore your cosmos, mind, especially the Milky Way. I don't care about the discharge. You know what I'm saying? It's natural. It's your pH balance. You know what I'm
Gross.
saying?
That's
You know
gross.
what I'm saying?
You fucking up our Chibati money.
AKA Frying on Messi, MVP of Gelato. You know what I'm saying? Catch me smack them Av. AKA Zanio Bettyfield. I gotta get some sticks. AKA Joe Hookah. I dare you to smoke with me at Mama Sushi. You know what I'm saying? AKA Ben Boston.
Click.
With the precision of a Swiss wristwatch, I will replace your domicile with that of an Italian designer so you too can live like Salvatore Ferragamo. You coward. Candy, get the strap. AKA, open your medicine cabinet. You know who it is. It's in, man. It's gonna be AKA Rico Sabroso. AKA Lucius Lioness, nigga, man. Come on, man. Let me hit that blunt. I'm buying 20 tonight, man. I'm playing, man. I'm gonna disappear for the day when we finish this blunt, motherfucker. Come on, man. AKA Baby Newport 25 niggas got garbage down the way. My shit is New York official. They're not staying from North Carolina. AKA Nino Brown, shut the car down. AKA live from the parking lot of Home Depot fighting MS-13 members for roofing jobs. It's the East Tremont Stevie B.
Gonna fuck you up.
I wanna be the one your TT is fucking and dope sick love come back to me. You know what I'm saying? And listen, mate, it's no more rock stars left in the world. But it's no more rock stars left, mate. There's none. There's only two. It's the Bodega Boys. You know, one of which is I. The plantain sipping over in the sky. One day you will find me smoking weed on Tremont, smoking angel dust at an alarming rate. AKA, I met Mike Frances, I'm never gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? AKA, starting at forward, here to make it rain like Harvey. It's Bar Mellows Anthony for 3. Bang! Yo, if you see me at Target smacked out of my mental spelling naughty words with those light up letters, respect my motherfucking agency and approach me like an Ursa mammal, aka a bear dog. AKA, I sold fake lean to your favorite SoundCloud rapper. He's high off Angel Mama and home free sweet teething pills. Cause bitch, he's a baby. Wah, wah, wah. Es que, hey, Hasan, dime la pista, coño. Güey, llegó el FIFA, coño, volví Chucky full. Y no le paro a nada. Yo soy el que pone el flow. Shout out Nike 6 y S23. Los pedales tan duros. Los dos me estamos dominando. Tú supiste. El Mero y los tigres gastamos dinero. No ando con palomo paquetero.
You speak Spanish?
Con Pío. Ese sí es de lo mío. Ponte
I
para
understand,
eso.
like, every third
que
word.
yo te aviso cuando pueda pisar por donde yo piso.
So no.
Cacuñema. Conmigo.
I'm just gonna press 2 and ask for like
Que la
operator.
punto 40 te deja en pedazos, mamagüevo. You know, already know what it is, motherfucker. It's Big Papi. We out here. The real Big Papi. The real Big Papi. The Bronx Big Papi, motherfucker.
Episode 132, yo.
That's
Shout out
right.
to the homie Jonah Hill being in the building. Woo!
Can I just say it was an honor to watch that live?
Hey,
I had to watch that.
very
live.
few people get that chance. We thank you for being here.
Brilliant.
Hey, thank you. That's high praise right there.
know what I'm saying?
Tickets are still available for our show on November 11th at the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden.
Ticketmaster.com. Go get them shits.
Get them tickets. Listen,
Bodega Boys
Jonah Hill
live.
told you the shit's good.
You know what I'm saying?
He wouldn't lie to you. Go show, check out Mid-90s.
I know Jonah Hill is a good guy. He's got a great eye.
Yeah,
He's got a great eye for
got a great
talent.
eye.
He's got a great eye for talent.
thanks for being here. That's the art. We love you. We out.